Here we have Fantom symbol FTM versus the dollar, and we got our little short-term rally that we're looking for the past few days here. However, a rejection at the exact area that you do not want to see a rejection at, and with the rest of the market looking like it does want to kind of re-explore our current lows, I would be looking for this one to potentially come down somewhere around this blue box territory between about 165, worst case scenario, I think, on like a nasty wick, and perhaps as little as about 185 or so. But ultimately, I want to focus on the long term here, because this one is still maintaining in a nice long-term posturing. It loses that below that 160 or 155 region. Below there on a daily closure, yeah, this one starts to look pretty awful long-term. But just like a lot of the other ones that we've looked at today, I don't think that you have the momentum plays to really break down to significantly new lows. If it were to happen and you do see that confirmation of it, then I guess I'd be looking towards about 140, I suppose. I don't necessarily think that that's what's happening right here, but that would be, I suppose, validation for myself. Anyways, let's look at a monthly really quick. Yeah, not really getting too much from this. Am I getting anything from 5 days? Actually more on the bearish side. 5 day actually does suggest that we do break down to, mid, maybe low 160s, maybe 170s region. But again, that wouldn't necessarily be the same move, so perhaps not as dire right there. Anyways, I want to make sure that I'm getting the right time frames for you. Yeah, you said 4 hour and daily, so let's go back to a daily right here. Let's see, is there anything obvious? We do see a daily drive of Fantom divergence right there. Whenever you see something like this, it's usually good for a short-term move, but not a major one. So I do want to be on. I do want to state that, forthright, just my own observations from that signal that I do see. And then also daily Jewel has lots of downside curvature. So again, I really don't think that this one has the momentum to break down to significantly new lows, if it even breaks down at all. Just an exploration of the current lows, very likely a bounce after that. And then you have a very obvious way to be looking at this one from a long-term perspective, actually. And it's quite simply this: your last rejective high right here at 255, any sort of a higher time frame or even a medium-term time frame closure above there, it's all good in the hood once again. And I'd be looking for this one to continue on with the macro sort of ascending triangle that you're looking at right here, which we can throw in like this. Something like this is kind of what we'd be looking at. If you do see that over time, yeah, probably going to end up being good over a long enough time horizon. That would have an apex and force decision in May, middle of May this year. But you're probably going to make a decision on that one. It looks like around the end of Q1 in March, somewhere right around here is where you'd probably be a little more likely to confirm or deny that. Now, below your 150-ish region, 140-ish region on a daily closure, that's where this one does lose its good structure that it does have now, and probably would be looking for moves down to $1 over time. But again, I want to be very deliberately clear. I don't think that that's what's happening right here, to be honest with you. And even short-term time frames like a 4 hour, yeah, even a 4 hour closure back above about 255, and I would say this one's very likely going to make another move towards $3 and end up being pretty damn good long term. Just for right now, I'm probably exploring the lows and it's getting the shit out of everyone alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as always, just easy to watch Bitcoin and Ethereum for directions if they are going to break their actual major areas or not. So as of right now, that's kind of my thoughts on this one. Hopefully that was helpful. And there you go for Fantom, sir.